Oh, hey, welcome back. Welcome to another little episode in the trailer. I'll talk about these Festool bench clamps today. These are the side guided dog clamps. Anyway, what they're really handy for is holding anything on your bench that you need to connect, usually with Kreg screws or something like that. All you get with them, you get two sets of these. This is what they look like. Now, this little metal rod is not quite as substantial as you would expect, but it works just fine. They're mostly plastic. A little spring-loaded deal in the back here, and a dog hole. This goes in the hole in your bench, in your 20mm dog hole. Then this threads in from the bottom of the bench, if you want it rock solid. It also comes with a dog that has a curved side and a flat side. The flat side has kind of a rubber strip on it that will grip a little bit, and it also has a threaded dog in the bottom, so you can just screw this in from the bottom. Now, if you're doing a quick connection and you really don't need it to be there for more than a minute and you're just doing a little something, then you probably don't even need to put these deals on the bottom. But if you're mounting it on your bench like I do, and they mostly live in two positions, I have one set up for doing 1x4 work, one set up for doing 1x6 work, and then I have my other individual dogs in the bench, so that if I can brace two corners to get a perfect 90, then I can squeeze it and it works out perfect. Anyway, so let's set this up. Say we wanted to use our little cabinet hinge jig from Kreg here, which by the way is a little beauty. Put this little flat dog in with the flat side this way, and now I'll thread that in from the bottom because I want this to hold pretty well. Spin that down, and if you tighten it up, that dog won't even twist. It's solid. You're not gonna just, you can move it, but you'll have to get behind it a little bit. Then, if you just space over two MFT holes, leave one blank in between, that's where you need to be set up for your 1x4s, 1x6s. If you go to a 1x8, you'll probably need an extra hole. But 1x4 face frame work, 1x2, all that will work right here, because these clamps will slide all the way down to where you only have about an inch gap left if you are if you just leave one hole blank in between on an MFT sized bench like this is. Anyway, 1x4 piece of pine right in between here. Slide this down, and you just slide this up to it with the lever open, and then press it back. Solid. There you go. That's all it is to it. Then you want to drill your cabinet hinge hole, set it to the bottom of your flange there, grab your Automax clamp, and then all you need to do is put your drill on there and you're ready to bore a cabinet hole. It's got the perfect offsets for it and everything. Anyway, that's all it is to that. Really simple little deal. If you're doing these and you're worried about them coming up, then you can grab a hold down and throw it back here, and you can clamp from right here as well. And then you have, if you clamp one of these boards down with just a hold down, it'll twist. Especially if you're doing something like drilling, it will move either one way or the other. You could put dogs down one side all the way and then clamp it, and you'd eliminate it that way as well. But if you wanted to have it out over the open, you're going to drill through it, anything like that, stopping the twisting and everything, this does it. Just zip that clamp down, throw a clamp here, you're done. That's all it is to it. But that is the Festool slide clamps for your worktop. And they come in a set of two, and they are, well over $100 for just two of these little doodads. So, well priced. Anyway, if you got a set of these and need to figure them out or know what they'll do before you get them, that's pretty much what they work for. They're lightweight, but they're nice. they're just one of those tools that just works, even though at first real feel of them, they're fairly lightweight. They're not, you know, like these solid machined aluminum dogs and stuff where you're not worried about them at all. They're flexible. If you bump that lever or something, you probably are going to break it. But once they're clamped down, everything's in a nice line and out of your way, and it works out fine. You can also put your lifted dogs here if you're working on something over top of them, and it works out good too. I do a lot on this little workbench, and they're pretty handy. Anyway, thanks for dropping in, and we'll hopefully talk about some more tools here pretty shortly. I pretty much enjoy it. Thanks a lot for being here. Please subscribe if you're not. Share these videos with anybody you can think of that might be interested. We appreciate every new person we have watching. Thanks a lot. Y'all have a good night.